What's going on, everybody? Anthony Campo here with Battle Ready Business. And on today's episode, I want to talk about why your employees are lazy and they don't GSD. If you don't know what that means, Google it.
The question is, what does it take to build a Battle Ready business? What does it take to dial your marketing, sales, fulfillment, and leadership so that you can go to war in the marketplace and win? My name is Anthony Campo, your host and chief coach at Battle Ready Business. This is the Be Battle Ready Podcast, Daily Battle Edition. And on a daily basis, we're going to take a deep dive look at what it takes to win in the marketplace. So sit back, relax, and I'll see you on the other side.
All right. So I posted a question in a couple questions in a group the other day, and I got a lot of responses. And there was a lot of responses about how well their staff isn't executing on the things that they're doing. And a lot of the sentiment was that it was their staff's fault. And, I have to come out and call some people out. I mean, I don't know the situation, but a lot of times if your staff isn't getting GSD, getting shit done, then you're responsible. It's not your fault, but you're responsible, because the first thing I want to know is, do you have a clear structure and clear outcomes for them to get it done? And it comes down to four simple questions, right? What do you want them to get done? When do you want them to get it done by? And where are the resources that they need to get it done? And the final thing is how you want to get it done. Right? And do you have a single page document that can tell them that, right? Bigger corporations might have, standard operating procedures and policies and all this other stuff. But what I'm looking for when I work with staff members is, how do I build, a system of how to get things done? So an email platform, or, your Gmail is a system. Someone sends you an email and automatically does something for you. So you should build these things inside your business that when you interact with your team, if you give responsibilities to your team, that they execute the play, just like in a football or a basketball play or any type of thing, as it's supposed to be done each and every time. So I call this my mission planner. It's a mission planner. It gives people the objective, like what you want to be done. Like, what's the objective of this? What's the targets? And here's the big picture target. Here's a big picture of it. Here's how we know it's a win. Here's how we know you've won. And then also, here's the timeline. Here's the resources. And here's the task to get it done, and wrapping this all up into a scorecard. So that's the first thing. The other thing, why you might have a bad employee, right? And why I say it's you're responsible is because if you continue to allow the bad employee if you do have a system in place, and they're failing at their system, and they're failing to execute the system, and you still have them on your team, that's your responsibility. So you either take them through a process of improving them, and when you have a system like this allows you to see transparency in how well they're doing their job. So you don't have to have any guesswork. You can have a data-driven way of looking at their execution and how well they're doing their job. And that's why I say allow the system to manage your people so that you can lead them. And what that means is that if If you set the platform, you set the expectations, you have the system in place, they clearly know how to execute the system. They've been trained on it. You've seen them do it. They've done it well in the past and they failed to do it. Now you can step in and say, well, what is happening to allow you to fail, to allow you not to execute and not get this done? It might be they're overworked. They might have had some family issues and all this other stuff, or they might just not be the right person. But this gives you the opportunity to come in and be a leader, be a coach in that situation, and not be a micromanager and have to have a tough conversation and feel all weird about it. They knew the expectations. They should know, they should know that they're not getting it done. And it's a good litmus test by having the system in place that you have clear expectations. And they should be like, hey, even before you even come to them, go, hey, I'm having trouble here. How can you help me? I need some help here. And that's when you know you have the right person, or you might have the wrong relationship. Either we haven't established that relationship either. But again, if you go back to the system, you allow the system to manage it, and it clearly gives you indicators about other areas in that relationship, in that person, where you can step in and lead. So the takeaway that I want you to take away from today is create a mission planner. If you don't have one, reach out to me. I'm more willing to help you out. Create a mission planner that has the objective, aka the what you want done, right? What we're doing this, why we're doing it, when we're doing it, where are the resources that they need, how you need to get done, and put it into a simple document. I've done this over and over again, and it's worked successfully. And the beauty about this is once you create it, the next time you go and deploy a new system, they already know what's going to happen. Like they know how to do this. We used to do this similar system, this very similar thing, mission planner, with our events. And all it was is that we just plugged in the content of the events because the context was there. So if you're struggling, if you're having trouble dialing in your team, scaling to the next level, putting systems in your business, and it's just not your thing, go ahead and reach out. Go to go.anthonydcampo.com and you can get access to a case study where I teach you how to do this. I have a system and I have a way of implementing this in a 90-day format so that you can grow and scale your business and take it to the next level. There's 3 phases in your business, and you're either a solopreneur where you're just doing all the work yourself. You might have some contractors, but you cannot your business cannot function without you. You might be in that second phase of where you're having a thriving business, but you're still tied to your business. You have a small team, but getting up to that third level of that legacy business and really having a business that you're leading 100% and you have a leadership team in place. There's bridges that you need to go through. There's steps and phases that you need to go through to get there. If you're in any of those positions and it's not really your thing, you're struggling to bridge those gaps, go ahead and go over to that case study. I'll show you how I do it at a 90 days at a time, and how, take you through the process, and we can, if it makes sense, if we're a good fit, I'd love to help you out. I'd love to have you eventually help you be with you and build that legacy business where you build that business of your dreams, where you're leading the business, you have a leadership team. You can have the life and live that legacy that you want, so that ultimately my mission is for you to be able to have a sustainable business, a legacy business, and end up being able to spend more time with your family. You can live that life, that dream that we all are going for, and change the game with that. So I look forward to supporting you, and I'll talk to you soon.
This concludes another episode of the Be Battle Ready Podcast Daily Battle Edition. If you're a business owner with 3 to 20 people and you want to build a battle ready business so that you can go to war in the marketplace and win, head over to battlereadybusiness.com/go to get the conversation started. Other than that, I'll see you next time.